Joe, Tuesday night, obviously a fantastic result, a proper battle of a game. Did you enjoy it?
I thought we went there, we were disciplined, we worked hard, and we come away with a great result. So it was a really pleasing night.
Yeah, nice to get the hat trick as well. A couple of different sorts of goals in there.
Obviously it was nice to get my hat trick. That was my first hat trick in league, so it was a nice night all round, I'd say.
Yeah, and having had the first half where particularly the conditions seemed to take their toll and it was a bit scrappy and a bit stop-start, to suddenly find yourself with the match ball and a hat trick, that was quite some second 45.
Obviously we went into half time in a good position, being 1-0 up and stuff. So we needed to have a good second half, and I think we scored at the right times, and then we come away with a great 3 points to Cheltenham side.
And into double figures for the season now in League One. That's a really good return, stepping up a level. Of course, it's not just about the goals, but as a striker, when you see those numbers ticking up, it's always brilliant.
I'm happy with my goal return at the minute. We've got 11 in league now, so hopefully I'll keep carrying on and scoring goals and doing what's best for the team.
Are you feeling very much at home at League One level now?
I think as a squad we've adjusted well to stepping up a league. I think we've had a lot of good results this year. Obviously, there's a lot to learn, because you've got to learn. It's a new league kind of thing. So I think we're doing okay as a squad. We're doing well, and we'll continue to work hard to get better.
Yeah, and I know we've said it before, but very different from last season, where you had Paul Mullin alongside you most of the time to be up front largely on your own or with your teammates a bit further away, stepping up a level, changing the way in which you played a little bit. It has been a lot to take on board.
I think obviously that's the main thing, that we're not playing with two out and out strikers, so that's been an adjustment. But I like leading the line, so and everyone's chipping in with goals. Sam, we're scoring goals as a team, and that's the main thing.
Who's been the toughest defender you've come up against so far, do you reckon?
I don't know, it's a good question.
You've dealt with them all.
Yeah, we'll say that. I don't know. There's a lot of good defenders in the league. Like everyone's really talented and stuff. So it's up to me to raise a game, up to us to raise our game as a team, and I think we're doing that as a squad.
What tends to be the major factor then? What's the thing that a good defender at League One level will do that a good defender at League Two level perhaps won't do?
I don't know, I won't prepare for these questions. I don't know, obviously it's just like know-how, aggression, good on the ball. Like, I think it's just everyone's better in League One. It's a league above, so everyone across the pitches. So as I said before, it's up to us as a squad all over the pitch to raise our game and come away with points on the board.
Yeah, you tend to think that when you go up the levels, the consistency of players becomes higher and higher. So do you have to wait? Maybe at League Two level, was it easier to force mistakes out of players?
I don't know, it's just different. I'll just say that, because obviously I'm not saying that there's thinking, because there is really good defenders in League Two, and it's always a battle, and it's always a battle in League One, but it's just how you do things differently, I'd say.
And have you enjoyed having all of the fans back this season? You look like a player that really relishes even say on Tuesday night, where it's a bit of a spiky atmosphere, you really enjoy it?
Yeah, it's class. I think our fans have been absolutely brilliant this year, and it's credit to them to coming out and supporting us week in, week out. And there's been a lot of memorable games already, and I'm sure there's going to be more so this year. So it's good to have fans back, and hopefully may that continue.
Yeah, and it sounds like a really obvious thing to say, because I suppose in some respects it is, but the Abbey Stadium just feels so different, doesn't it, when you've got a full house compared with playing behind closed doors. And I suppose even perhaps in some of the trophy games or matches where you get fewer fans in, when you have that under the lights capacity game at the Abbey, it has this whole different character.
Yeah, it's class. Like, it's been bouncing most games, like if not every game. And for us as a team, like we relish playing in them sort of atmospheres. So it's been brilliant.
Which is your favourite goal that you've scored so far this season? Have you got one that would stand out? Was there one you particularly enjoyed?
I enjoyed Pompey. I will say that. Yeah, I enjoyed that game. I enjoyed that goal as well. So
yeah, was that partly down to the fact it was Fratton Park?
Yeah, Fratton Park. We were at Fratton Park. Obviously, I think there were like 16,000, 17,000 fans there, and they were in front of our own fans. So, and we come away with 3 points that day. So, yeah, I'd say I enjoyed that day.
Cool, that's great from me.
Cheers.
Joe, Peter mentioned that you're in double figures for the season now. What's been the biggest key for you to be able to make the transition from League Two to League One that's allowed you to have so much success?
Just willingness to learn and keep doing what you're doing, kind of thing, really. Making sure I'm in right positions, making sure I'm in areas to score goals, and obviously just to work on my all-round game, I'd probably say.
Sam's been in a terrific run of form recently. I know the club signed him before the season started. How pleased are you for the way he's been playing lately, and how pleased are you just to have him as one of your teammates?
Yeah, I think Sam's been brilliant. Obviously, his goal return in the last however many games has been outstanding, and long may that continue. So yeah, I think he's brought a real threat, and he's slotted in lovely. And as I said, like, long may it continue. Like, he's in a really good vein of form.
You've had a lot of matches against so-called bigger clubs in this division so far, most of them at home, but a couple away. You mentioned Fratton Park. You guys, I believe, are away to Plymouth. So how much are you looking forward to this trip to Charlton, and what do you think will be the keys for you guys on Saturday?
Yeah, as a squad, we're really looking forward to it. It's a great ground to play at, but I think the keys is just to do what we do, kind of thing. We don't have to change anything. We just do what we do, and that's what we'll do on Saturday, I imagine.
Finally, as I said, you played a lot of big squads already. Is there anything, I know that playing every team is different, but is there anything you can take out of playing teams like Wigan and Sunderland and Bolton and Sheffield Wednesday that you could maybe apply to this game against Charlton, since they are one of the so-called bigger names in the division?
Yeah, obviously we've got to learn with every game, whoever it may be, if that's in the league, if that's in the cup. We've got to take bits from every game and then try and rectify that and put it into our next game. So I'm sure that's what we'll do. We've had a lot of experiences this year to learn from, and we'll take them into the game on Saturday.
Brilliant. Good luck on Saturday, Joe.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hi, Joe. Just a really quick one from me. When you talk about the hat trick, is that your first perfect hat trick?
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah.
In your career?
Yeah, I'd say so. The hat tricks what I had in non-league weren't actually 3; they were 4s. So that was actually like my first ever time scoring 3 goals. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I guess that makes it even more special, doesn't it? The complete, yeah, the perfect hat trick.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my first one, and yeah, so brilliant.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Joe.
No worries.
Absolutely, Joe.
All
just
right.
one from.
Oh,
just
sorry,
one,
sorry, Clive.
sorry, Dan. Just sort of a quick one from me. You scored a hat trick on Tuesday. Does that mean when you go into the next game, Joe, you're even more buoyed by that? You're almost expecting to score. You're on such a good run.
Yeah and no. Like, obviously, goals breed confidence, kind of thing. But I'm confident in going into every game. So I don't think it'll change any mindset, kind of thing. Just got to follow the processes, make sure I'm in right positions, and then hopefully get my name on the score sheet again.
Okay, Joe. Thanks. Good luck.
No worries. Thank you.